So we got this email from a Bert Show listener that just does not want to take his last name because if she does, then she'll have two similar names, like Kristen, Davi.
Not too similar, two of the exact same names.
So if you have ever been reluctant to take his name because it was just going to be a bad combo, give us a call right now, 1-855-BERT Show. And right before we cracked the mic, I Googled bad wedding name combinations. These are real couples. Okay, you guys have we done this before?
No, I don't think we've done it before on the air, but I know like when you actually used to do like wedding announcements, now with social media, that's your wedding announcement. But when you actually used to like use a newspaper and make the announcement and like when you used her last name and his last name, the married names can be comical.
Okay, so this now is the Gross Panty family. There's Gross and Pantii.
So her last name is Gross. His last name is Panty. Put them together. You got a gross panty.
Oh, I would. You got a gross panty.
Oh man,
I would not hyphenate that one. I would drop the gross.
Yeah.
Some of these are so good. You are now in the Wang Holder family.
I like that one.
That's great.
I'm not mad at that one.
I like that one a lot.
Best and Lay.
Best Lay.
The Best Lay family.
One of my best friends in middle and high school was Amanda Lay.
Oh.
And once she could get married and take someone else's name, she did. She's not Amanda Lay anymore.
These are so fun. I don't know if I'm going to get to the email. The Beaver Wetter family.
Well, it could be worse. It could be Wetter Beaver.
Right?
Reversible.
Yeah.
Bush Hacker.
Wow.
That's real.
That's real.
That one's
These are all real.
intimidating.
Do they have their pictures with them?
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice. What do the bushwhackers look like?
Oh, no, this
Hackers.
is good. Hardy Har.
Come on.
Hardy, her name, and Har, Harr.
What are
Hardy
the odds
Har.
of you meeting, like your last name being Hardy and you meeting a man with the last name Har? So if you hyphenated, you got married and you decided to hyphenate, you and your kids would be Hardy Har.
If you're not
Oh,
a
no.
comedian for a living, then
Right?
you're doing life wrong.
Yep.
All right, this one I think I can only spell, and you guys are going to have to put this one together. Okay, first part of the last name, Kumon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep.
Second name, Topomi.
Oh, are you serious? Wait, Davi's still getting it.
All right, Kumon.
Uh-huh. Don't say it too loud. Well, don't whisper it, Davi.
She's doing that thing with the mic again. We can hear you.
I'm like, you're literally about to say it.
I was still spelling the second one. I got it. I got there.
This family is now the Long Wee Wee family.
Have you ever met a wee wee?
I've never met a wee wee that I liked.
Not outside my own. No.
I've heard a lot of French people say it, but
Wee wee.
That was fun. Party more. Rump orifice. The rump orifice. RUMP, and the other name is OREFICE. And Speedy Zipper. He's got worse, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah. I wish you closed
We ran out of steam.
I mean,
Should have been 3 and out.
yeah.
All right, so the email goes, Good morning, Bert Show. Love your show. Listen every day at work. I have a problem that I'd love some input on. I've been dating my fiance for 4 years now, and we're planning on getting married in June of this year. Everything's great, and I feel like he is the person I can see myself spending the rest of my life with. But, of course, there is one problem. My first name is Blake, and his last name is Blake. My fiance is a traditional man who believes in me taking his last name, but I just can't imagine my name actually being Blake. This has become such a debate in our home that he threatened to not go through with our wedding if I don't take his last name. His family are Christians who believe in traditions, and he does as well. I've even tried to compromise by offering to hyphenate my original last name with his, but he said this is not the tradition. This is not the traditional way. So my question to you, Bert Show, is, am I being dramatic by not taking his last name? Is this a petty issue as opposed to not going through with our wedding? Would love some input from Blake.
I mean, this, I think, is when a hyphen would be optimal. Like, it would be Blake, and then for last name is Jones, Blake, Jones, Blake. And I feel like that would be a good compromise. Which, by the way, they never addressed this on Sex and the City, and it really has irritated me because I've always wanted to know. When Miranda got pregnant by Steve and they were not together as a couple, she wasn't going to take his last name or give the kid his last name, and she named the kid Brady, which was his last name, Steve Brady. But then they ultimately got married, so now is the kid Brady Brady?
Whoa.
But they've never addressed it.
Big time plot hole. I can't watch it again.
Yeah. Better send an email about that.
I'm not concerned with the fact that she's a lesbian now. I want to know why her kid is named Brady Brady.
It's a lesbian now?
Oh, spoiler alert.
Wow, that happened.
That is my apology.
Sorry about that. So real quickly here, I you know what? It doesn't seem like a huge deal. You found the right dude.
No, Blake.
Blake.
I wouldn't care.
What are you gonna let this guy
Of
go?
course you wouldn't care because we're the ones that have to take your name.
That's fair.
It sounds cool. It's like, welcome to the stage, DJ Blake.
Yeah, maybe not.
The Bert Show.